All right. Ouch. So what I have, check this out. What I'm holding in my hands here, a 1984 Colorsound 5 18-inch crash. It's essentially, because on the non-modern 900 series, they use 2002 lathing, which is a fine lathing followed by a slightly thicker, wider lathing that alternates between wide and... that's what they did. So essentially what this is actually a 2002 cymbal. I took the color off. But the difference between this is, the neat thing about this is the bell is the original spec giant beat bell. So this is essentially then a Paiste 2002 18-inch crash that instead of having the 1971 to now bell on it, it has the original giant beat bell. So it's a perfect hybrid of a giant beat and a 2002. Let's put it on. I have not played it. I was taking the red ink off yesterday. It was a horror show. Ready? Very nice. So a little paint stayed on that was hard for me to get off, just right here at the crease, right where the bell sort of meets with the cymbal. I'll get that off today. That should be a cakewalk, and a teensy bit on the bottom. But check that out. Listen to that. So this is a 2002 with the giant beat bell on it, not the 2002 bell. That sounds phenomenal. It's great. But what I have here, just real fast, remember the PST-7s that Paiste has? They're ass-kicking cymbals. This is a Paiste PST-7 Thin Crash 19. Now again, what I've said in other videos, including the 2014 PST-7 video I made, you'll notice here the sustain isn't quite like the 2002s. I mean, it's lathed like a 2002 on the top. And what's interesting about it is what they do on the PSTCs, PST-7s, everything's lathed like the 2002 except under the bell here, which is lathed kind of like the PST-5. It's just a regular, plain, simple sort of lathing, kind of like the giant beats. But you also see the same thing on the Colorsounds as well. Underneath the bell hole, it's the same thing. So we're almost talking apples to apples here, but with the exception of the PST-7 bell or cup, which is kind of like they sort of introduced in like 1989 with the sound formula and Paiste signatures, and later on like the. But so check this out. So if Paiste kind of, hammered these a little more, kept the same lathing and stuff. See, the neat thing is, I'm sorry, what I meant to say in the video that I had, other PST videos I talked about, they are kind of in a certain way slightly like a 2002 short crash, but not totally short. I mean, the sustain doesn't cut out right away, but they are just slightly less sustaining compared to 2002s. Remember, these are all B8 alloy, 92% copper, 8% tin. All right, so that's it for now. Don't forget PFOZ, Chicago Drum Show is coming up in a couple weeks. Also, too, I'm going out to NAMM, the National Association of Musical Instrument Manufacturers. I think that's what it stands for. The June 3rd, 4th, 5th. Don't forget, I do have some merchandise. I just want to point these out. A lot of people asked about these. These are the Paiste Nose B8. I actually send some of these to Paiste in Brea, California. I'm selling these babies. They're kind of cool. And then I have just 7 of these left. I have 4 small and 3 large. The black Bonzoli University with orange writing. And then I have more of these. I have some, I think I have a couple 2XLs, some XLs, larges, and mediums. I don't have any smalls, the white shirts here. And also don't forget, I have the Bonzolium 5A sticks, the Bonzolium 2A sticks, and the Bonzolium 2B sticks. Okay, more videos coming. There's a couple things, a video or two I want to make on Moby Dick. And don't forget, you got Alex Slavin and these guys. Bonham also waltzes. They're carrying the Bonham torch all day long. Of course, we have Bonhamology with George Flutus. We have Ty Ver here on YouTube. Remember Ty Ver? See, Ty Ver is that collection of about 15 songs that he hired me to play drums on, which is cool. You got, remember, Ty Ver, Taivare. Okay, you can find him on Spotify and all the platforms, here on YouTube. But he and I are also making a record from the ground up now. Okay, remember I talked earlier this year, I said I'd like to do 2 records this year. Maybe we can pull it off. Ty Ver, we're building a record from the ground up. I think the songs are really, really good. Constructed by me and Ty, ground up. Don't forget about Drum History Podcast. Of course, Musicians on the Record with David Ward, my friend Ryan at Vintage Drummer, okay, here on YouTube. You got Craig Flowers, you got, like I said, Alex Slavin, you got Bonham also waltzes. You know what I'm saying? Am I forgetting anybody? Yes, probably. Big Fat Snare Drum Podcast, Drum History Podcast. All right, so that's it. So, the neat thing is, so this is a Color Sound 5. Again, Color Sound 5 that were around from 1984 to 1986. And in 1986 were replaced essentially with the 2000 Color Sound, Paiste 2000 Color Sound. They didn't have a 20-inch crash model in the Color Sound 5, but they did have a 20-inch crash model in the 2000 Color Sound, which I'm going to get my hands on and strip the finish off. It's a beautiful cymbal. It's a 2002 with the giant beat bell. Thank you for watching. Don't forget about my merch. So bonzolium@gmail.com. Bonzolium@gmail.com. More videos coming very soon. Like I said, I'm going to do a Moby Dick clarification and more. Thank you for watching. See you very soon. Keep drumming and stay well.